welcome back to another Minecraft video. Just the other week, I think experimental snapshot number 7 came out, and well, yeah, I haven't quite been following all the experimental snapshots. If you watched one of my videos just a little bit ago, I said that once all the experimental snapshots were out and done, right before actual snapshots started, I was going to make a video going over pretty much everything that's new. And yeah, and if we look right here, it says also this is probably going to be the last experimental snapshot for now. So for now, yeah, for now we're gonna treat it like it's the last experimental snapshot. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about everything that has changed since the first one. All right. So if you watched my video, and there'll be a card to it right here, this goes over pretty much everything that's different in experimental snapshot 1, and for the most part that just talks about the terrain generation, because that's really all that was different. And I think I mostly focused on the mountains in that video, but as far as terrain generation goes, there has been a few changes, but the majority of it has really just been tweaks. But we're going to talk about a few of the more recent tweaks. But before that, we got the seed and the coordinates. This is spawn, actually, and I think it's really cool. We have basically this big island with a tiny island and some more tiny islands in the middle of a big ocean. So yeah, it could be like a cool survival island seed. We also have some more islands over here. It goes into more of a mainland area. This is the seed that we're going to be using to check out all the new stuff in this video. One of the first things we're going to look at is actually this right here. This sand may look really weird, or it may not. I think it looks good. This is actually beaches. Beaches are more beachier now. I guess they're closer to like real life beaches. Whoa, what's that? But yeah, they're a lot bigger now, and I think it's a pretty good change. I think they look really good. If you ever played Minecraft back in like the old like beta alpha days, these might look a little bit more familiar to you. That is a cool ship right there. Yeah, if you played back then, these may look a little bit more familiar to you. This is actually interesting looking. They look a lot more like how they used to way back then, and I think they look really good. I like them a lot. Of course, we do also have the new caves, and there's been several different tweaks just to the way that they generate. Here's, I guess, kind of how they look right now. Here's a little bit of lush caves biome. Here's a mine shaft. Of course, we have our regular caves, and then down underneath our deep slate caves, there's a couple geodes. Oh, some diamonds. It's actually been a little bit of a change to spawners, and that is that these can actually spawn mobs all the way up to light level 11. So if I get a torch and place it like right here, and place torches all right here, these guys may actually still do a little bit of spawning. Yeah, so those guys just spawned. We're currently standing at a light level of 11, 10. There's an area over here that's 12, but yeah, that means we're gonna have to put more torches around here to keep these guys from spawning. So like even this, I don't know if that exactly helped. Yeah, no. So probably our best bet is gonna be to like spill lava all over this guy. So yeah, these are definitely gonna make these spawners a lot more challenging, which I think is probably a bit of a good thing, because they are pretty easy. You just toss some torches around, and then yeah, then they're really no big deal at all. So that's pretty cool. There was actually a new biome added as well called the Stony Peaks, and if we come over here, we'll see. That's gonna be way too low. Oh, I generated in a Stony Peaks cave. And yeah, so now I'm at like Y200, and it still goes up. So yeah, I think they actually did go ahead and raise up the height that the mountains can go to. And also they've made the mountain peaks a bit peakier. And we tend to get these really cool formations with like mountain ranges that go around like this like valley basin. That's really cool waterfall. So Stony Peaks are, of course, made out of stony blocks. So yeah, the Stony Peaks is just kind of a variation of like the snow-capped peaks or the lofty peaks. If you go ahead and watch my other video, I talk way more about those biomes. This one's a little bit newer. It's made out of stone and gravel as opposed to like ice and snow. It also has like big strips of granite. And it doesn't seem like we're lucky enough to see one. Whoa. That is sweet. We're going to look at that in a second. But they can also generate with big strips of calcite as well, which is really good because it's an easier way to find calcite than just going and finding a geode every time that you want some. Here are the coordinates for this guy. And here are the coordinates for this guy over here, which looks really cool. Looks like we have a grove biome, a cool aquifer here leading into a cave. Looks like we probably have lofty peaks here, I would say. Yep, lofty peaks. Over here, probably snowy slopes, and then a meadow biome. Oh wow, this thing is actually big. It's tall too. We're all the way up here at Y236. Yeah. Wow, this is a big mountain. So the main purpose for having the Stony Peaks is for biome temperatures. The Stony Peaks are a warmer biome. So for example, we have like a jungle here, and we have these like forests, and it would look kind of weird for like a big snowy mountain to be popping out of a jungle. So that's the main reason why we have these. And this is a really steep mountain. Oh, we have another one over here too. This new generation looks pretty sweet. But yeah, warmer biomes, badlands, mesa, whatever it's meant to be called. Jungle, obviously. This is a forest, which I don't think is considered exactly a warm biome. It's not exactly a cold one either. But like if you saw that one over there, I'm pretty sure it was connected to like a taiga or something. Yeah, no, this one transitions from a plains to a meadow to a grove. So this is a better transition of like temperature, because over here we have like a taiga and a forest. So this is kind of like, I guess, a colder area, and then over there we have like a mesa and a jungle. So it's kind of like a warmer area. So that's the main purpose for having the Stony Peaks. Oh, okay. So apparently the dripstone caves is kind of rare. They did add a thing with the dripstone caves, where dripstone caves actually generate a higher like density of copper, and the copper blobs in there will be much larger. So dripstone caves is definitely the place to go for mining copper. There was also a very big but yet unexpected change to horses, donkeys, mules, and llamas. So horses, donkeys, and mules now will actually follow you if you hold a golden carrot, a golden apple. Hello? Yep. Or an enchanted golden apple. As before, the only way that you could actually move these three around was with a lead. Llamas, on the other hand, will follow you if you hold a block of hay, which is different because, as before, they would only follow you if you had them on a lead. So now it'll be easier to get these guys around, and with some of the changes they've made to like rivers and stuff, making them a lot like wider and bigger, this could make it really easy if you don't have any leads, but you want to maybe get your horse or your donkey or something moved around. Maybe you could find one of these. It might make it a little bit easier to get them moved around. I've also done quite a bit of work to oceans and how they generate the caves and stuff underneath. Also different things with shorelines, different stuff like this. And yeah, the shorelines are now going to be a lot more unique and different depending on the area you're in. And the actual caves and stuff underwater are meant to usually actually go somewhere instead of just being a big flooded hole. And they did a little bit of tweaks to the way that ravines underwater work. Just a bunch of different tweaks there. Here's an insanely tall, 240 block tall snow-capped peak. My bad. And yeah, they've definitely done a lot of work with making these things taller and just the different ways that they generate. They've also done some changes to the Elytra. So you can see I have my Elytra right here, and it actually looks pretty cool with the migrator cape. So now if we go ahead and glide right now in 1.17, gliding like this, yeah, this would be taking away the durability of your Elytra. Every 1 second, you'll lose 1 durability, and yeah, that means an Elytra without Unbreaking 3 and or Mending is gonna die pretty fast. But my Elytra isn't losing any durability, and that's a new change. Just gliding right now with an Elytra, it won't lose durability at all. Now, the moment that you use a Firework, it'll take away, I believe, 3 durability each time. Yeah, so 3 durability for each time you use Firework. Obviously, with Unbreaking 3, it's a little bit different. So now Elytras last like so much longer, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's really only when you use a Firework does it actually take away any durability. Now, the Firework boost is also, it's less powerful. It's not quite as good. Now, even every duration amount of Fireworks still only takes away 3 durability. The gliding speed isn't changed. It's still the same. But the rocket boosts, I guess, are just a little less boosty, I guess. And I gotta say, these mountains, these are crazy looking. These snow-capped peaks, these look really cool. I like these a lot. But yeah, so my durability of this thing is like barely touched, and I've been gliding around for a while. I've even been using a decent amount of rockets. That 3 durability thing isn't really that big of a deal, so you could just go around with an unenchanted Elytra and be just fine. Whoa. Okay, so this looks really sweet. The way that this just like cuts off as like a big cliff. Yeah, I don't know exactly when actual official snapshots are going to come out. They could come out sometime this week. They could come out sometime next week. They could come out in a month. I don't know. But yeah, right now, as far as experimental snapshots go, that's for now at least, that's all of them. For as far as this video goes, for now, that's gonna be it for this video. So make sure you go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you're new here, so that way you don't miss new content like this. I will be following all of the snapshots, or at least all of them that I can, and making videos on them. That's gonna be it for me for now. So until next time, goodbye everybody.